put sandals on those later. But he is sitting on a rock on the hill, on the mountain. Hello everybody, I'm back. My biggest problem has been my voice. My throat don't hurt. I think a lot of it is to do with the dry mouth I'm getting from those medications. And that I'm getting older. My grandmother kind of got her voice kind of started getting a little less, but I was reading up on it, and it said that a lot of times when people get older, they start losing their voice, and what they do is they quit speaking so much because they don't like the sound of it. So they say the most important thing is to just keep using your voice. I think what I need to do is just use it so that it doesn't get, you know how you can get a contracture in your hands if you don't open them up, or your elbow. You've ever seen anybody that, you know, like maybe in a nursing home, and they might have a contracture. They call it contracture when it's real tight, because this is flex, this is contract. And so, and even in their hands, they may even put a wash rag in there to keep their fingernails from start to dig into their palm. And I think it's kind of the same thing. The voice box or larynx has folds, and if they're not completely closing, then that, I guess, is the problem. So anyway, I'm going to start this one tonight. I don't think I'm going to finish it. It's kind of an important one to me. I'm going to do it a little differently. It won't take very long for this part, I don't think. But I'm going to use a mottling kind of thing around the edges, and then on the interior, well, I'll do the whole thing, but the interior I will do a very light or a lighter color, and that's where we'll put the scene. So, because it's just fun to do it that way. If you can see where I'm at, I'll turn it towards you right now just so you can see what I'm doing with it. Right now I'm gonna mix some blue with a little bit of burnt sienna, a little white, see what I come up with. Alright, let's see how this turns out. It's kind of a gray, which is okay, but it should show through some of the blue here and there, just kind of. I did this with that picture of the horse, and I did it with those ones that are in the living room with the flowers too. And it really, I can't remember what colors I used for that one, but I watched some YouTuber and learned how to do it. I think I'd like to have a little more blue than that. Yeah, that's better. That's better. We get a little more bluing in there. Bluish color. So you might notice my voice tends to kind of come and go as it pleases. But it's kind of like that, I think, because this dry mouth and stuff that I've had from this medication, and it just, over time, I haven't used it as much. Probably don't seem like that to you guys. Because sometimes it'll be just like my old voice. Same old, same old. It's okay if one side is a little grayer than the other, because it's going to be what's in the middle that matters. But also, it just kind of gives it more. Or just working it with your brush. Okay, I'm gonna have to let that dry. Oh, some of that wasn't quite dry. It felt dry. This is picking some of it back up. I think it's going to show very much. Okay, now we need to let that dry. Okay, I think we're ready to start. Like I said, this is going to take more than a day. This is where he spoke of Beatitudes and spoke about Moses' law and changes. For instance, it's frequently called Moses' law in the Bible, so that's what I often call it. That's what I'll call it too. Or the law of Moses. This is the Sermon on the Mount. Now, I think, well, most people, I think, know, maybe not, I guess, but images of Jesus are images that man has put to him. I don't know that there's any surviving art from those times that depict the real face of Jesus. So, you know, it's just kind of hard to, but I'm not going to dwell on that. I just wanted to make a note or say something about it. And so we just kind of go off pretty much what was it Da Vinci that painted the Sistine? Who painted the Last Supper? That was somebody else. Da Vinci painted the Last Supper. No, and DiCaprio was not there. Okay. I'm going to go a different way with Jesus' clothing this time. But he is currently, he's speaking to the masses. He has been going through areas of Syria, around Galilee and all those places, and he's been speaking in the synagogues, teaching. Oh, anyway. He was teaching in the synagogues and healing people as he'd go along. He would heal the masses from leprosy or whatever it was that they were suffering. And I would not blame, I'm not going to blame Da Vinci for my mess here. But it's where he spoke about, you know, it had been that they'd heard an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, but instead not to retaliate, but to turn the other cheek. That was often thought to be an insult, to turn the other cheek instead of fight the person. But consider how people are today. You know, if you just stubbornly turn the other cheek, it just ticks them off. He's gathered most of his disciples by now. I can't say if he's gathered all of them or not. Set him on a rock here. Hope that looks like he's actually sitting on it. It's hard to... Oh, I was going to give him feet or sandals. That did not come out the way I wanted it to. Let's give him some legs. I always have to get one thing that just really goes rotten. Put sandals on those later. But he is sitting on a rock on the hill, on the mountain. And we will be putting a lot of people down here. But that'll be tomorrow. Now I haven't seen yet. It may come up at some point, but he has been doing miracles in this. So I think that in Matthew, I haven't seen anything about, wow, he's got very pink lips. That's okay. That's okay. Just go back to a couple eyebrows. And a dot for his eyes. There. Oh, can we call that a cloud? I don't know what to call that right now, or put on his face. Okay, I'm not messing with it anymore right now. I do have one thing. I have a thing. There's one hand, and the other's under here. Under that robe, I guess. Supposedly, this is his arm over here. And that space between. Spaces between him and the air outside. It's not working too well, but it'll have to do. Make it a fluffy one. Okay. We will be back tomorrow to finish this. As you can see, even going slow, I mean, plenty of my own mistakes, but that's just me. Anyway, I need to let things dry. That's one of my biggest problems, is not letting things dry. So, we'll be back tomorrow. Hey, my sister's coming Saturday to cut them up. I'll look like me again. Okay, love you all. Smile and wave. There's yours. And we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.